Matt Jackson.
Hey, Gary.
It's third Saturday of the month.
Is it?
It is. Guess what that means?
We're going to Top Notch?
We are headed to Top Notch for delicious hamburgers. Oh, no. Veggie burger for Matt Jackson.
Yes.
He's all excited. I'm getting an apple pie.
And there's going to be Volkswagens.
Oh, really? Yeah, there are Volkswagen. It's Volkswagen night, and hopefully tonight, beautiful summer night, as we approach the midway of summer. I guess we're halfway through summer by far now, so it should be a good night at Top Notch.
Yep.
Hopefully lots of Volkswagen show up. We'll have a good time, and we're going to have an interview for everybody tonight, so we're looking forward to that, so stick with us.
Bring you with us, and let's have some fun.
Heck yeah, let's do it. That's what it's all about, baby. Let's go.
It's July in Texas.
I know. I was sitting. Look, I'm not doing anything. I'm sweating, man.
All right, but we're gonna get some ice cold drinks and some food.
All kinds of fun stuff. We got Volks, Oaks TV, TJK, El Dorado Surf Shop, Charlie's, VW Live.
What year is this?
This is a 1964 Karmann Ghia.
And you just got this for your wife. It sure is pretty.
I did. It was her birthday present yesterday, and I think she likes it. She didn't tell me to sell it, so I think we're on the right track.
Okay, and this car has kind of been around, hasn't it?
It has been. I tried to buy this car a few years ago, and I guess you have to show up with cash instead of just making an offer, because Sean got it and I didn't get it. And it was in the Pellegrini collection for a while. Came up for sale recently when they were trying to buy a house, and our friends Gene and Greg bought it, and they've had it for a while, and then they decided they had too many cars, so they offered it to me, and I sold one of my rag tops, and there we go.
Congratulations, it's a beaut.
Thank you. I like it.
Hey everybody, Gary here, and I'm with Alan. Alan, welcome.
Thank you.
Alan, where are you from, buddy?
Temple, Texas.
Temple, Texas. All right, for folks that aren't real sure, where's Temple?
That's about 1 hour north of here on I-35. A little blip in the road.
Yeah, we know where Temple is, so about an hour up north of Austin, from Austin, right? First of all, Alan, I know we got some big doings up in Temple, but before we get to that, I want to talk about this 66.
Sure.
What's the story on this, my friend?
So this is a 66 they found here over in Westlake. An air conditioning repairman, cousin of mine, found it in a backyard, and it had been sitting there for a lot of years, and he called me and said, hey, you want a bug? No, I don't need another one, but there you go.
There's no such thing as too many, right?
Exactly. And I said, well, you know what? The only other bug I want would be a 66, the year I'm born. And he said, well, guess what? It's a 66.
No way.
And I said, okay, let's talk. So
holy cow.
I came down, I saw it. The lady that sold it to me, she's the original owner. She got it when she was in college in Georgia.
Wow.
Her father went with her. She had a choice of an Opel Kadett or a Beetle. She said the Beetle was like amazing compared to that Opel Kadett. So they bought the Beetle. She graduated college. In fact, on the back bumper, there's the college sticker, her parking sticker from Augusta College in Georgia.
Oh my
I left it on there.
Yes.
Because I wanted to be able to have it as original as possible. She drove it here in the 70s, got married. She and her husband drove this 70s, 80s, 90s, up till what, 2005? It parked in the backyard.
Holy cow.
I had a stack of receipts. All the repairs were done here in Austin at a couple of different shops that some of them predate anything I knew even. All the work was done here. Basically everything on this car, I have tried to keep it original.
My most favorite thing in the world is original paint.
Yeah.
And sometimes what happens. You know?
Yeah.
And my 67 hood has less paint than this, and there's something, little things we're noticing on these cars. The hoods must have been painted differently or something, or maybe because it's a flat surface like the roof too. But look how much paint's missing off.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know why. I mean, it's something about the painting process back in 66, 67. You saw this. I don't know why, but man, it's beautiful. It really is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
So does it have a name or?
Its name is Linda. It's named after the original owner, Linda.
Wonderful. And that was the lady who got it from college?
Got it from college. She still lives here in Austin. One of these days I'm going to come out and have her come out and see the car.
Oh my
gosh. When I get a little more finished with it. But take her for a ride in it, maybe let her drive it again.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome to let her see it again and get her hands on it.
Wow. Well, it's an amazing piece. What I really want VW Live to do are the stories like that. She got this, and she could have been an Opal versus this, right?
Right.
And she ended up with this, thank goodness. And
who knows? There's no Opals left that we know of. They're all, so she made the right choice.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. This is wonderful. So 66, 1300. So it had been sitting since 05.
Since 05.
And when did you get it?
I got it last May during COVID. Came down and actually stopped here on the way home with it on my maiden voyage. But
you had to tow it back.
We towed it back on a trailer. I had to do some repair on the floorboards and the heater channel on this side. Got it running pretty quick though, actually. They just parked it. So
really?
I did convert it to 12 volt. It's just too hard to find 6 volt parts. Batteries even.
That's that little bit of safety factor too. You're going down the road. I mean, a little bit. It's just the light situation. A little brighter. Did you have to go through you went through the brakes and?
Yeah, the brakes are all done, but I left them drum brakes.
Sure, good.
Because I didn't want to make the conversion. Nope. So all the lines, all the brakes are done.
Fuel, what about that fuel tank
I pulled
situation?
the tank. It was actually not rusty. I pressure washed it and then treated it, and I just treated it with vinegar.
And it cleaned up and varnished really good, huh?
Yeah, very good.
Oh, awesome.
The fuel line from front to back, I had to replace that. Originally, I was fixing, it was plugged.
Yeah.
And I did the old trick where you put a pressured line on it. And
blew out somewhere, didn't it?
It worked, but it blew out somewhere inside. So
I've heard that story before.
So I filled the tunnel with fuel. I was like, what is that?
I don't think they're supposed to be leaking there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I remember my 67, I would just go out there and squirt some PV blaster in it, and then I would clutch cable and would run it through and run it through and run it through. And finally, one day it was literally weeks. And finally, it cleared up. Still running the 1300.
Still running the original 1300.
Holy cow.
Because I have the receipts that go back even from the one time she had it rebuilt here in Austin. I think it cost her somewhere around $700 to have it rebuilt.
Wow.
Yeah. That's pulling it out of the car, rebuilding it, and putting it back in even.
So 05 it sat, and you picked it up last year, so it sat for 15 years.
15
was it
years.
Outside?
It was.
Wow.
It was outside.
Undercover or something?
Not at all. But I think they must have parked it undercover before that. But the last 15 years, it was not.
Yeah, you would think it would be just yes. As far as the pans, they weren't terrible.
The pans were great, except under the battery, of course.
Yeah, right.
The worst of it was just, it settled. The back end kind of settled on this side. The tire went flat and went down to the dirt.
And that's where the water
That's how it got up
It just added to the misery of the battery area.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. I love it. So you said you got a few things you're going to do. What are you kind of looking at doing?
I do plan on doing the seat covers. For now, just put some carpet on them, I think, for the moment. The driver's seat is actually, that's not original. They had it redone in the 70s.
But it looks like it does. It's held up well.
Whoever recovered that here in Austin did a good job. The door cards were toast, and so I peeled the vinyl off of them. I have this dream that I could somehow stick the vinyl to a new card. I don't think it's possible, but I want to try it.
Let's talk a little bit about how long have you been into Volkswagens?
I grew up here in Austin.
Right.
My first one I got in about 82 or 83. So I had a 68 and then another 68. And I think I've had about 13 maybe over the years. Yeah. Right now, I have a bus. A 69 bus. That was my plan, to just stay with that one till the end. And then this.
You can't pass something like this.
Yeah.
You just couldn't.
But
it's too amazing.
I passed the bug along with my sons, or not the illness, let's call it. Yeah. So my son actually has a 71 that he redid. So
the illness,
the illness passes on.
Yeah, that's true. Bug. So original pop-outs.
Original pop-outs, new rubber on them, but the original pop-outs came with it. Original hubcaps, dents and rust and all on them.
Perfect.
I kept them.
No, yeah, it's just perfect. It's just perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
Original cars, and with the story that you have, and you have all the paperwork. That provenance is what it just adds so much more to the car. Linda is awesome. It really is.
You.
Tell us a little bit about what y'all have going on here next Tuesday in Temple.
Well, in Temple, we've been watching you guys here in Austin for a while, but man, they have a meet every month, and All these guys show up, and we have a lot of people in Temple with Volkswagens. Temple, Belton, Killeen, but we're as unorganized as they get. So we found a local restaurant, a burger place that's an old Whataburger.
Yeah.
But it's not a Whataburger now, and they were willing to let us come on Tuesday nights once a month. And so we've started, this will be our third meet. We meet from 6 to 8 p.m. on the third Tuesday of the month. And
what's the name of the place?
It's called Rylander's Best Hamburger.
Rylander's, are they the best hamburgers?
They're pretty good hamburgers.
I've heard stories that they're pretty good.
Onion rings are phenomenal.
All right, there you go.
Gotta recommend those.
So it's third Tuesday.
Third Tuesday.
At Rylander's in Temple.
Yeah.
Okay, and from 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
And a good parking area, anything like that?
There's tons of parking. There's an awning. We're ready to shine because we can all park under the awning.
Okay, perfect.
So
May, June, July. This will be the third gathering.
Yeah. We have our own little Facebook group. It's a VW enthusiast of Temple Belton. I think we have 31 members already.
Awesome.
We just started the group this week. So.
Oh, fantastic.
So we're gaining steam, we hope.
That's good. Well, I know Temple's not too far, and we're going to try to roll up there and see y'all this. So I think it'll be really fun. The more gatherings we can have, we've always told people about that too. If you just put something out there, and yeah, you may get 3 Volkswagens, and then you may get 2, and then all of a sudden you may get 6, and then and it's just going to fluctuate, and before you know it, but once you're consistent. And continue to have it. It's third Tuesday. That's whatever you choose, and the same location. You got people who are supportive of you being there. That's what it's all about. It's like tonight here at Top Notch. I mean, third Saturdays at Top Notch are kind of a big deal. I mean, it's just kind of it's just what we do. So, and everybody knows that too. So, that's fantastic. Well, Alan, I can't tell you how much I'm so happy to see this particular car, Linda, out here, and all its just original glory is what it's all about to me. I mean, people can bring shiny stuff all the time, but to me, this is what it's all about. And not to mention just the story itself is wonderful. And I hope when you do get Linda, to give her, the actual Linda, a ride in it and let her take it for her spin. I hope you get that on tape.
Sure, yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It was great talking to you tonight, buddy. I appreciate it. Hey, Matt Jackson.
Oh man, what a great night.
Yes. Talking to Alan about his 66 Linda.
Yeah.
What an awesome story.
I loved it. I loved hearing all that.
Yeah, to me, that's the true VW life. Y'all know me. I'm an old history major, and I love the history of these cars and hearing the history of these cars, and you guys sharing the history of your cars. Stay tuned. We're getting ready to have a really special episode about that coming up. But
yeah, you guys left so many good comments about the great stories you had in VWs. We're going to make a whole video about it.
Today it was live and in person. We got to talk to Alan about his up in Temple, and what a cool thing. We've always talked about it. Start your own VW gathering, and they're doing it. Third Tuesdays.
They're doing what we've always talked about. So we love seeing that.
So they're making it happen. So been a great night. The weather's wonderful here at Top Notch. We thank the guys for hosting us here, and we thank you guys for joining us. It's been a great night, Matt Jackson.
Yep. If you guys like what you see, hit subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
That's indeed the truth. Make sure you tell your aunts, tell your uncles, tell everybody you know about VW Life. We do this for you, the VW community, because this is what it's all about, hanging out and just doing VWs. So until next time.
Later.